In the multiverse of heroes and villains, some names shine with glory, but in our world, one name, Wade Wilson, wasn't just a comic book legend, he was the beginning of nightmare. Welcome to the story of the Deadpool killer. Wade Stephen Wilson was born on May 20, 1994, and adopted soon after. But unlike the Marvel Deadpool, he didn't heal, he broke. Head injuries, addiction to drugs and alcohol, and a brutal spiral into the crime world. By 18, he was already on police radar. 2030, burglary and grand theft. 2017, firearm theft. 2019, battery. Those weren't just random crimes, they were warning signs, red flags glowing brighter every passing year. Locals described him as an unpredictable, sometimes charming, sometimes explosive, a man who could switch personas like a comic book shapeshifter. But with every shift, he grew darker. On October 6, 2019, in Cape Coral, Florida, Wilson walks into a bar and meets a 35-year-old Kristen Melton. They laugh, they drink, they look like any two adults having a good night. She invites him and another woman over. When her friend leaves, Kristen heads to bed, peacefully unaware. But Wilson stayed behind, quiet, watching. And when she fell asleep, the mask dropped. What happened next was not a moment of rage, but a villain embracing his role. And Christine would never wake up. After Kristen fell asleep, Wilson calmly approached her and strangled her. No argument, no struggle, just cold, silent violence. He left her there and walked out like nothing happened. But hours later, he struck again. Yes, twice on the same night. 43-year-old Diane Roos was walking to work when Wilson pulled up. He asked her for directions, acted friendly, and lured her closer. And then he forced her into Kristen's car. She fought, she struggled, she refused to be a victim, but Wilson strangled her too. And then he did something even more heinous. He pushed her out of the car and ran her over, not once, not twice, but until, in his own sick words, she looked like a spaghetti. This detail came from his own father's testimony. So, what does a killer do after two murders? Well, Wilson drove the victim's car straight to a business owner he knew. Panicking, sweating, shaking, he blurted out, "No, you don't understand. I killed people last night." He even called his own father, describing the murders in disturbing detail. When police arrested him, the world noticed something eerie. His name, Wade Wilson, Deadpool's real name. The media pounced. They called him the Deadpool killer. And while awaiting trial, Wilson embraced the villain label, tattooing a swastika under his right eye. In 2024, after years of waiting, justice finally caught up. Prosecutors said he killed simply for the sake of killing. The jury deliberated for only about 90 minutes, calling the murders heinous, atrocious, and cruel. Wade Stephen Wilson was sentenced to death. This story isn't about the name. It's about the women whose lives were stolen. Kristen Melton and Diane Roos. Remember them. Share their story. Because real villains don't need superpowers, just victims who never saw them coming. Stay aware, stay safe.